We have incredible rainforests here in Clayoquot Sound, beautiful pristine rivers, yet our salmon populations here are in dire decline. We've got rivers where salmon should be returning in the tens of thousands, and they're only coming back in the tens.
There's about 20 salmon farms here in Clayoquot Sound. They have these farms sited all up and down the inlets, right on the migration routes of the wild salmon, and they're having huge impacts. They're polluting these waters on a daily basis.
You have diseases that are amplified within the farms, and viruses and parasites like sea lice, and these are passed on to the wild salmon as they migrate past the farm. This past June, Clayoquot Action got a tip that there was a mass die-off going on a number of Ceramac salmon farms here in Clayoquot Sound.
So we put a team together, we headed out the very next morning, and the second farm we got to, there were tons of dead fish being chucked into totes and then put up into this truck on a barge to be hauled away.
What we discovered was indeed there was a mass die-off going on, and it appeared to be caused by a toxic algae bloom. Algae blooms are natural on the West Coast, but with the amount of sewage that the salmon farms add to the ocean, it makes the algae blooms much, much worse than they would naturally be. It's not just the salmon in the pens. Any creature in the ocean that can't get away from the algae will also suffer.
Wild salmon are important to everybody, and whether you live on the coast or up in the interior, there are wild salmon probably coming very close to where you live and spawning. There's a wild salmon economy here in British Columbia that's 8 times bigger, and would probably be much bigger than that if the farmed salmon were not killing off the wild salmon. So I think the solution is to get these fish farms out of the ocean, and then we can focus on rebuilding wild salmon stocks and create abundance for everybody.
Salmon are the backbone of the BC coast and of Clayoquot Sound. They bring nitrogen back into the forest ecosystem when they return to spawn. The whole ecosystem and culture here is based around salmon. It's really time for salmon farms to get out of the oceans of British Columbia.